Have a hard time sleeping, brain racing at night, can't quite get comfortable, just hard to get good quality sleep? This video's for you, baby! We got something good coming for you, and it involves light therapy. Wow, light therapy. I shouldn't look at light before bed. You told me before on When Wellness. Well, you're right about that. That's blue light and screens, things of that nature, right? You should also avoid things like caffeine and alcohol, obviously close to bedtime. Noise, you want to keep that bedroom nice and cold. 68 degrees or less would be great. And you want to exercise. That could improve sleep for sure. And maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Get up at the same time on the weekends, go to bed at the same time, right? Now, what do we have that's good for sleep in terms of natural supplement options and in terms of maybe some sort of therapy? Well, I want to talk about light therapy here. Before we say anything, this is really preliminary research. I'm just talking about it here on When Wellness because it's very safe, minimal side effects. You do run the risk of, maybe some mild side effects. Sometimes people get nausea or they're sensitive to the light or this and that. But for the most part, super, super safe. You don't have to take a drug to do it. It's just something that would be good to try. At least talk to your doctor about it. Maybe don't go doing this if you have something like epilepsy, right? Of course. But before you dive into drugs and all these other things. So what do we have in terms of the research on light therapy and how does it quite work? Well, the research honestly is relatively mixed to date, but there's not that much research on it. But we do have some new promising research that shows it might be a useful adjunct alongside other therapies or medications or supplements for improving sleep quality and duration in people with insomnia. Now, we have these mixed results, and sometimes it's a small effect size, meaning it doesn't provide a huge benefit in these trials, and there's a high risk of bias in some of them. It's a company that, say, makes the machine, the photo box, the light box that they'll give you, whatever you want to call it, that you use, and, whatever. But it is a promising option, again, due to its safety and potential effectiveness. We just need a little more research. In fact, the European Insomnia Guideline is what it's called, as of 2023, stated that light therapy is a useful adjunct for improving insomnia in people that have a hard time sleeping, right? Now, how does it work? Well, what you do is you look at this light box, right? It pretty much shines light in your eyes, which you're going to do in the morning, not at night. No light at night, all right? We'll talk more about that in a second. So typically in these studies, they'll do it for about 30 minutes, anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 lux, those luminescent units, just says how strong this light is. And they'll do it, a sunny day is like 100,000 or 10,000, it's a lot, right? So it's a lot more than this. And they'll do it for 30 minutes. It'll be 2 to 3 feet from the face, eye level, and first thing in the morning. Now this is white light therapy. Right? Not to be confused with red light therapy, which they use for skin conditions and mood disorders and stuff like that, which has also shown promise very recently, right? Especially in this past year in terms of the research. But that's how you use it, right? So they'll typically give you this light box you take home and you do it yourself. And again, you want to do it first thing in the morning. So how does it help with sleep? Well, they don't quite understand the exact mechanism of action to date, but it's likely due to the fact that it can help to regulate your circadian rhythm, your diurnal rhythm, you could also say. Analogous to getting sunlight first thing in the morning, for example, kind of setting that biological clock, letting your brain know, all right, it's time to be awake, and later it's going to be time to go to sleep. And that's really important, regulating circadian rhythm for improving sleep quality and duration. All right, so what else is good for sleep? Well, again, just to reiterate, in terms of lifestyle, right, you would love to exercise, you'd love to have a consistent sleep schedule, you'd love to avoid heat, you'd love to avoid blue light, stay off that screen close to bedtime. I say within an hour before bed. It could even be a half hour. Do your best, but try to make it an hour before bed. Don't look at your tablets or your phone, but don't look at the TV and right? Stay in a nice, dimly lit or dark area. If it, dimly lit, whatever, so you could read a book, that's fine. As long as you're not looking at a screen. Reading a book's actually probably beneficial before bed. But yeah, noise, of course, isn't good too, if I didn't reiterate that already. In terms of supplements, natural supplements that are good for sleep, well, we have two that are our top options. But what we mean by top options here, unfortunately, are secondary options. They don't even meet the criteria of a primary option that has been shown to be effective or a core option. time and time again with a moderate to large effect size. These typically have a smaller effect size, small to moderate. They may only be useful in the right context, but they might help. And they're worth talking to your doctor about before diving into medication. Of course, one is melatonin, but you should start at 500 micrograms, right? Typically a 5 milligram dosage is what you'll see on the shelf. Some are 3 milligrams and some are in micrograms, but start with less and see if that works, and you can always work your way up to 5. And don't take more than 5. It's just going to make you groggy the next day, and it's probably not going to provide any additional benefit. So we have melatonin. We also have lavender as one of these top secondary options, and that would be Silexin as the best form you could take. Silexin, it's a patented form of lavender, standardized for linalool, the active compound in lavender. That's supposed to improve sleep quality and duration. 80 milligrams within, say, 45 minutes or so, an hour, 30, 45, something like that before bed. You could go up to 160 milligrams if that doesn't work, but start at the lower end of the dosage range. In terms of promising options, well, yes, we have this white light therapy, but we also have ashwagandha, which is good for a lot else, reducing inflammation, helps your body better deal with stress and anxiety. Your brain, it prepares it to deal with stress in the future. It might modestly boost testosterone by up to 15%, some research shows, and it's just good for you, right? It's said to confer the strength and virility of a horse, according to traditional Ayurvedic medicine, as it is the king of Ayurvedic herbs, right? Now, I don't know how true all that is, but can't hurt. Ashwagandha is definitely the real deal in many regards. We also have lemon balm. Lemon balm, I believe, is taken at 600 milligrams 2 times a day. Start at 600 milligrams, and you can always work your way up. Start at 250 in terms of ashwagandha. Actually, one study on ashwagandha, if I can remember back, showed that 600 milligrams is actually less effective than 250. And that's because it follows a hormetic dosage principle, meaning it gets to the point where it does a lot and it's good, and then it does less and it's not good, right? In simple. So more is not better when it comes to especially plant-based supplements, things that are herbal, things like ashwagandha. That's what we got for you guys. So if you have trouble sleeping, I hope that was helpful, baby, and you get some good rest tonight. Who do we got on here? Say what's up. Paige, how you doing, girl? You get a wave right now. What's up? James Ali, how are you, my fine feathered friends? Kennedy, Realtor Johnny, appreciate the love. Dave Beast from the East. Sabia, what's up, girl? How you doing? Fred Ed, and I am Carle. Sibia. I'm going to start saying that on here, then I'll say your name right all the time. Love you. As for now, that's not all we got, because we have a birthday, and we can't forget. It's Kate Maloney's birthday. Happy birthday, Kate. This one is definitely for you. I hope you don't have trouble sleeping, but if you do, hope this could help you to sleep better on your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kate Maloney. Happy birthday to you. So many more, girl. Enjoy it. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing rest of your Monday. Thank you very much. And happy When Wellness. See ya.